that means you're at a loss. If the number's blue, you're like, hey, that's an upgrade. That's all I look at, okay? So when the number's blue, I'm like, woo! And you're just like, what's that Dagran's wearing? Ah, shit.
Are those booty shorts?
See? All right, we're back with some more of the last story. In the last part, we defeated the Sentinel Beast Mitra, and our laser powered down. It overheated. Count Argonon, is no longer with us. And now we're into the battlefield.
We are now no longer firing the laser.
You started with like Monty Python and then you went into Austin Powers. I didn't know where you were going because you even had the...
We are the knights who say... We are now the knights who say...
Aki patang, zip boing ba.
I know. I lost
My
it.
favorite is... We are no longer the knights who say... Nee. And all the knights go... Nee, nee. And he just kind of turns like... Guys, we just talked about this. What did we just have a meeting about? So, okay, we're taking on the Gurak on the shores.
I do enjoy
the port of Lazarus Island.
the knights who say me. Whenever they say, bring me a shrubbery.
Yes.
What it's like, that's British slang for like a hooker.
Hooker, yep.
And he shows up with like a little shrub.
And he's like,
and they take the little shrub and he goes, bring me another shrubbery.
Maybe you'll get it right this time.
But I like that. I'm pretty sure they take the little shrub, don't they? They still like, no, we'll still take
Honestly,
this.
I haven't seen that movie in a while.
I know, I
It's
haven't
just a
seen
movie
it
I
in,
take
like,
for
a hot
granted that
minute.
I see on memes or clips in different YouTube videos. Like, you're always going to see, like, the, none shall pass. I have no quarrel with you, good Sir Knight, but I must come through. I yield to no man.
Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled elderberries.
Of elderberries. Now go away or I shall taunt you a second time.
So anywho, we're split up a little bit here. We got Zale, Seren, Yurik, and Marania.
Well,
Lowell is not amongst
Marania's
us,
dead,
neither is
so.
Lady Callista. We'll have to regroup with them later. But right now, we're taking the battle to aid Therius. Oh, wow. Okay, so we got snipers aboard the ship. Okay, so that's what's happening here.
little flamey arrows.
I was like, where are these arrows coming from?
Message for you, sir.
Oh, Melanta.
Well, shit. Alright, hang on. I'm having some trouble here. There we go. Yurik, nuke that boat!
Do it! Do it now!
I'm just gonna, like, regroup here and heal up. Nice. Okay, good, good, good. Alright, so Yurik's firing up another... There we go!
Marania's just like, come to my little healing circle.
Well, Seren was like, well, I don't have a crossbow or spells, so I'll just stand here and look pretty. Because she just stood there for a moment. I'm just like, well, it's just the three of us that can be of use in this battle.
That doesn't have as nice a ring to it. It's just the three of us. Bum. Can make it if we try.
Hey, wait a minute. Knights, you're going the wrong way.
That's the knight. Say it.
I gotta admit, I like this moment.
I hope to help. No, I too am a knight. What was I doing running away? I must protect the people of Lazarus, even if it costs me my
Where
life.
he has a moment of like, oh yeah, it's my job.
Yeah.
And then he probably immediately dies.
Maybe not. Maybe he'll have some character development and an arc. He's gonna aid us in battle. Great shot!
Puts a whole new meaning to that dragon's dropping bombs on the city.
I don't know if that's a dragon or not. It has a soft, like a fuzzy underbelly.
Yeah. It kind of looks like a chicken
It's a flying chicken.
with a dragon tail. Internal bleeding.
Please protect Lazarus.
Ah, noble sacrifice, whatever your name was. Was it Peavy?
That was a dramatic AF death.
Have you ever seen The Dark Knight Rises? The one with Bane?
Yeah.
You know the last Talia al Ghul's death, where she's just like, and now my father's work is complete.
Yeah.
She like falls over. It's like, the hell was that? Even the actors were just like, hang on, I think we should do another take, and apparently just people were just like, nah, keep going. Worst death ever.
Worst death ever.
Oh dear, it appears my Jimmy's is in Russell. Go, right away. Smile, please.
Oh, they're supposed to be worms. They don't look like worms.
Nah. Ah, fantasy, where you can name it whatever the hell you want, and it can be right.
See, that is one thing that I very much don't like about fantasy.
Oh, really?
Like, a worm is an actual, like, established creature that has certain defining features.
Okay.
Why would you do a giant flying chicken and just be like, yeah, it's a worm?
I don't know.
Like, that's kind of what we do in creature collection. Like, these are the things it should have to make it recognizable as that creature.
See, I don't know, because sometimes... Because, like, there's the basilisk that is depicted as, like, a giant, like, reptilian lizard. But in others, like Harry Potter, it's a big snake.
However, it still has other attributes of a basilisk.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, it has...
The petrification.
Yeah, it has
Because in
attributes
Castlevania,
that
they're
go...
like... a
They're like
mix
actual,
between...
like, legged lizards.
No, actually, they're like roosters with, like, reptilian
Oh, yeah.
counterparts.
Okay.
So, like, they're part rooster, but also they have, like, a dragon's tail. And they're very hard to describe. But their most obvious trait is that of a rooster.
See, whereas
in Harry Potter, the basilisk is just a big snake.
maybe I was too harsh, because a worm has the 2 legs, and that one does have 2 legs. I thought it had arms.
I didn't see arms. I saw wings.
It has wings.
But I don't know the difference between a worm and a wyvern.
I think a wyvern.
Because I know the difference between a wyvern and a dragon is a wyvern doesn't have the front limbs. It just has the wings. Whereas a dragon has 4 limbs and wings. Oh, by the way, we're fighting that giant turtle again. Remember when we were, like, aboard the ship way early on in the playthrough? There was, like, a big old turtle boss. Well, now we got the dark turtle boss.
Okay, so these ones are closer to a wyvern than a worm. Which is what...
The chicken guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whereas, like, a dragon has the 4 legs, the tail, and the wings.
Yes. What's a worm?
A worm is no legs, no wings.
Okay. So it's more like a snake?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So then a wyvern has wings and 2 legs.
So these monsters should have been wyverns, if anything, not
Yes,
worms.
not worms.
Got it. Okay. Oh, thank God for the revive.
I think the lindworm is really cool. I'm pretty sure I utilized the lindworm in one of my stories.
That's really cool. Thank you, Shadow Stitch. Does it work? No. Okay, so Shadow Stitch doesn't work on bosses. Good to know. Shadow Stitch is when you can paralyze enemies.
Ooh.
Yeah. I like using Seren in battle, but I still don't much care for her character.
Yeah. I, like, again, even after her backstory, I'm still like, meh. Called it? Question mark? Like...
In a way, yeah. It was lull that, like, you weren't even remotely close.
Yeah, lol, I was like, okay, I can see that. Like, it would make sense.
Especially because he admits it's a front.
Yeah.
Because, like, he doesn't want to get close to people.
He can understand
Aha,
that what
feeling
he's...
dizzy, Mitsutotal.
He can understand that what he's doing isn't good.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Seren is just like it or leave it.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
like,
it or
okay,
lump it,
bitch.
yeah.
Like, acknowledge that what you do is bad.
Yeah, I don't much care for her character, but I do like her in battle. Because, like, she's very offensive and defensive, and her special paralyzes enemies. Doesn't work on bosses, which is fair. I kind of disable paralyzation in bosses in my games, too, because, like...
Yeah, I mean, it would be too easy.
You can kind of, like, cheapen... Sorry, I gotta take some of your water.
It's all good.
Cheapen the battle.
Water.
Water!
I don't need it. I don't need it.
Alright, you.
But yeah, I'm all for, like, create your own creature.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if they wanted to name those dragon chickens something else, like, you don't have to use Wyrm.
I got you. So your policy is if it doesn't fit the creature, make your own creature.
Yes, or just call it the creature it fits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, call it a wyvern rather than a worm.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I'm
now,
also
do you think
thinking...
it was a translation
I was just
error?
going to say it could be a translation error.
Because that's very
Yeah.
common to where the Japanese will call something completely different,
Yeah.
and English will just translate it to be like, it looks like a
Makes
deer.
sense, yeah.
Yeah, close
So,
enough.
like, it definitely could be something like that as well, which is, like, for sure wiggle room.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't get too terribly upset with someone if they just mistranslate something like a dragon, you know.
Because, like, that's definitely going to be common when we get to, like, older RPGs.
Oh, yeah.
Because infamously, similar to, like, anime dubs in the 90s and early 2000s.
I know, when they're
translations were just bad.
clearly eating, like, sushi or a bowl of rice, and they're like, this hamburger is great! And I'm like, that is not a hamburger.
I would like to buy a hamburger.
Hashtag Pokemon.
My favorite line. Actually, I have a lot of lines that are just like so much better looking back on Pokemon. But some of my favorites are, I know, I'll use this frying pan as a drying pan. Because they're running in the rain.
Oh my god.
But like the one that's
Please tell me that was that Brock?
Yes.
I feel
That's
like that's
Brock.
very much a Brock thing to say.
And another one I like is James from Team Rocket. He gets zapped. And in the context, I'll explain that after I say the line. But the line is, it's times like these that make me want to go straight. The context in the 90s was it makes me want to avoid
Like, do the right path.
do the
yeah.
right path. But considering it's James and
Yeah.
how the character has just like gone through the, he's very much just like if he's not gay, I'm sorry, he's a gay character.
Yeah.
So looking back on one of the earlier episodes when he's just like, it's times like these that make me want to go straight. I'm just like, oh yeah, James.
You don't say.
You don't say. Whoops.
Oopsie.
Hey there, hit the wrong button.
You pulled a me.
Yeah, I did.
Oh my gosh. You're watching me play Ys 9 right now, and like the buttons are a little bit switched from Ys 8.
That's how I felt when I played Ys 8 after Trials of Mana. I'm
And
like, why'd they switch the
you
buttons?
can definitely arrange them how you want. Like, I don't have to keep them the way they are. I just prefer to. But like,
I love how he's just like, right from the back of
here.
the ankle.
but like the change character and the attack button are flip flopped.
Yep.
So like every time I go to try to attack, it's like switch, 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 and you're like, why are you rapidly changing characters?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I was trying to attack.
Because you stun the monster and then you're going to attack and he's just like, switch, go, come on, go.
Switch, switch.
Like
And I'm
8 times in a row and I'm just like, honey, what are you doing?
I was trying to hit him.
It reminds me of the comedian that's just like, suddenly your man is wandering around the battlefield for no good reason.
You know.
Which button isn't crouch? Because you're in an epic gun battle and you get panicked and suddenly your man is wandering around the battlefield for no good reason.
Yep. What are the teams in a book so far?
That's the same comedian.
Yeah. It's in the same skit.
What are the major teams of the book so far? Oh, I don't. Oh,
Try-
Jesus, come on.
Try reading, because books never inhibit you from going further if you don't get it. What are the major themes in a book so far?
Oh, Jesus, come on. You never listen to an album and it stops and says, give me a good dance. Dance, daddy, dance. All right, anywho, enough of the shenanigans.
Seriously.
Let's
it's torture.
clear out these docks. Come on, everybody. Clear out the Gurak, please.
Gurak attack.
Oh my god, Therius only has 1 life. Are you Therius? Are you Therius now?
He's like, I better be Therius because I'm about to die.
Aha! Sniper from afar. There you go.
More of them.
Oh boy!
Aren't we done with this lot yet?
More jump ship.
Get off the dock.
Get off the roof, get off the roof, get off the roof!
I was really sad. After I spent all that time trying to find those 3 butterflies, I died in a battle almost immediately and didn't save my game.
Oh.
So I lost the butterflies and I can't remember where they were.
Aw. Well, they were on the rooftop.
I know, and I found one and I
On the roof.
was trying to retrace my steps and I couldn't find them, and their little exclamation points weren't on the map.
Aw. Wah, wah, wah.
Wah.
Well, that's not fun.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting. So, what is it about side quests that compels you to be like, yeah, I'll do this, and not just be like, meh, maybe later, or not at all, since they're not required. That's the whole point of side
Yeah.
quests. It's just like off the beaten path. If it's something,
My,
that
like,
interests you, cool.
My
If
big
not,
thing
keep going.
with it is like, I think out of anything, it's a curiosity,
Okay.
because side quests usually lead you to a part of the game you wouldn't necessarily have gone to if you didn't have
Okay,
to.
I am healing this guy with my flaming sword. I don't know if he's a fire element or what,
It looks like it.
but I guess I gotta defuse this circle. Okay. Now I gotta wait for my sword to extinguish. There we go. Okay, yeah, he was like kind of just slurping up the fire on the floor.
Yum, 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 yum. Yeah, I think it's a curiosity thing that it kind of lets me, oh no, he's seriously injured.
Oh no.
Therius.
Don't be dead, Therius. Come on. Oh, walk it off, you pussy.
I feel like he's gonna reach out his arm and then he's gonna die. Oh no.
Right in the upper thigh.
That looked serious.
Therius.
Oh Christ. It's like he clipped my artery.
I trust that you'll do something
First Ashtar,
for me. Don't
then
talk,
Peter,
Therius.
now Therius.
Through that alley.
So many characters are dropping like flies in this game.
Entrance.
It's like Game of Thrones.
Bruce Peter.
That's where the
Peter was the
civilians
nameless knight that sacrificed and took down the chicken. Who's Peter? Peter, you know. Peter.
are hiding. To you.
All right.
We have
I just picture him dropping it through the little cracks in the dock.
It just falls into the water.
Ask for one thing!
Mission objective: find the key that Therius dropped.
me. I can't.
It's one of those things that you think would be funny until it's actually in the game. It's just like, what the fuck is this here?
I know.
Like a character like drops something.
You're just like, no!
Lazarus Island's fate is in your hands. You are its
Rest well, Therius.
But yeah, I do side quests out of curiosity to see different parts of the game, mainly because I understand and have like a deep respect for these designers that put
Okay.
these games together. And it's like they worked really hard to put that area together, and I want to see it, so I might as well do something
Okay.
while I'm there.
Are you compelled? Are you driven by rewards when you play games?
Yes.
Okay, so you do like a physical
Oh,
reward.
yes. I like to get something that will help me later.
Okay.
I don't necessarily think that I like too much, like at the final bottle.
Ooh, the final bottle.
The final bottle. Drinking ourselves stupid here. At the final battle when it's like, here's this indestructible arm. It's a water, everyone.
Yeah, it's just regular water, I swear.
It's definitely not vodka in a cup.
You got it from Starbucks.
But yeah, I I don't think I'd like the final battle to be like, oh, here's this indestructible suit of armor that you would have loved to have 30 minutes ago. I would much rather have like high score or like look at all the things you've done, or I really like how Ys does it where you get to see where everyone is going.
Okay.
You get to kind of like see their stories.
So you like working for multiple endings? So like,
I suppose.
Ys has like a, if you just kind of dick around, don't really save everyone, you get a bad ending. Then you get a normal ending if you just do like the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Then you get the good ending if you, I think, get like
You get so many
200,
points, yeah.
200 or more affinity points.
Whereas I really like getting the ending that clearly the creators worked to be the ending.
Okay.
So I think that is more rewarding as an end to me rather than just like,
You got a thing.
here's this real cool sword that you can't use anymore. Like,
Okay then. Just trying to gauge.
yeah.
Like what compels you to continue a game and what else
But I think that's because
allows you to
I have,
experience the side content of a
in
game.
a weird way, I think it's because I have a deeper respect for the creators
Okay.
involved in making the game than actually playing through those things. Like, it's...
Okay.
I want to, like, even... I really loved Ys 8, so I
Yeah.
keep going back to Ys 8. But I loved it so much, and I wanted to see what the creators and what the storytellers had in store for these characters.
Okay.
Because I was aware I'm not going to see them in the next game. Like,
Okay.
they are gone after this, and I just spent, almost 100 hours
Yeah.
with these characters, and I want to see what's going to happen
So
to them.
not to challenge you, but just to bring up a comparison.
Okay.
Because I noticed you didn't get all the seashells in Link's Awakening.
Mainly because I couldn't fucking find them. I was
right.
trying. I really wanted to, and I just couldn't find them.
All right.
Like, because I kept going back, and I'm like, do I have enough yet? Do I have enough? And then it was like, you needed some absurd number of shells, and I didn't even have like a quarter of what I needed.
Wow.
And I just couldn't find them. I did try. I tried real hard.
Well, when we get to the playthrough, whenever it happens, maybe we'll try to go for as many seashells as possible. Maybe not all of them. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know some games purposely give you like a lot of things to collect with the idea of just like collect what you want, but please don't collect them all unless you hate yourself.
See, whereas I don't like that.
Okay.
Like, why would you make a goal that's unattainable? Or
It's-
that is unenjoyable? You know what I mean? Like, why would you include it
I
then?
think it's just because the world is so big, they want you to feel like you're constantly finding things. But after a certain point, it's just like, all right, we're going to stop rewarding you for getting all of them. So, like,
I guess I just don't understand that thought process.
I don't either, but I know it
Like-
exists.
Like, why would you put it in there then?
So, like, let's just say, hypothetically, there's like 900 of something that you got to get. And after like 400 or 500, you stop getting rewarded for it. And then when you do get all 900, the game just kind of says, oh, you did it.
Well, like, so in Link's Awakening, I didn't get anything for the shells that I did get.
Okay.
It was like you had to have, like, I don't even remember, but let's say you had to have, like, 100 shells. I might have had 12.
Okay.
And, like, I didn't get rewarded for getting those 12 shells because I didn't have enough
Right.
to get whatever it was that you get when you do get 100 shells.
Okay.
But I just couldn't find them.
I got you. Just curious.
So, I know for me...
Fado brought this up.
Yeah.
So apparently there are male and female counterparts to each outfit. He actually showed me some pictures that like you can do the same outfit for like a different character.
That would make
But they have
sense.
different designs based if they're male or female.
Well, that makes sense, yeah. Except for that one black shirt. That...
What about the assless chaps? What does that look?
Oh
what does that look like on like Serena Morania?
I brought those up at work today. I don't even know
Beautiful.
how. Oh, I do know how we got there. So my boss had her hand in her pocket, like in her back pocket.
Okay.
And she was like, oh no, there's a hole in my pants. And I was like, wait, there's a hole in your pants? And she was like, oh my God, there's a hole in my pants. So she was like, can you just
Worst.
like discreetly check? And I was like, okay, it has to be on the inside because I don't see a hole in your pants. And she was like, oh my God, okay. And I was like, I just pictured assless chaps. And I'm sorry. but they had man butts. And she was like, what? And I was like, just imagine if all of our employees were assless chaps. We'd get way more sales. She was like, no. And then I was like, listen, we're playing this game right now. And one of the main characters had assless chaps and booty shorts on. She was like, what?
It's true.
I was like, well, when I brought it up, we changed the costume. However, the stats weren't quite as good. So she was like, why?
Oh, so that's very important. If the number turns red, that means you're at a loss. If the number's blue, you're like, hey, that's an upgrade. That's all I look at, okay? So when the number's blue, I'm like, woo! And you're just like, what's that Dagran's wearing? Ah, shit.
Are those booty shorts?
See?
just
Look at those numbers. They're blue. I don't look at the visuals.
It's just like whenever Zale was wearing heels, and I'm like, does that man have some stilettos on? You were like, shut up. I'm like, listen, I'm just
Leave
saying.
this poor man alone.
I
He's
want to
an
know
orphan
where he
just
gets his
getting by.
shoes, is all I'm asking.
He's a lovely mercenary that's just getting by in this cruel world, okay?
Is this place still safe?
That's it.
Hey, I'm just asking for Callista because I feel like she should know.
I'm sorry. You're right.
She should know where he gets his shoes and if she can share them.
All right.
Shall we get going then?
Okay. All right. So now we're going to infiltrate
Sitting here on my arse goes against my
the
nature.
Gurak base once again.
I'm with you.
Take the fight to them. We gotta get rid of the... Well, we gotta get the outsider out of the Gurak's hands. That's for certain. We have ours pretty much tamed. It killed Count Argonon. It's kind of pissed, but it's kind of not in danger.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, you stay there. We're gonna go to the other part of the outsider and get that away from the Gurak. So that's our objective right now. Okay, not that way. We're gonna go through the secret tunnel. And we're going to sneak in underground.
Wait.
Whoops.
Master Zale.
Why?
What is it?
What's the matter, Horace?
Gurak mage dropped these things.
2 stones.
I tried them out a bit. They should let us use some.
Oh,
of
yeah,
them,
so this one's
just
pretty
like
cool.
the Gurak do.
So
How
basically,
do the Gurak
he's going to give us these stones where we can summon him at like save points so that we could have like a portable shop.
Oh.
So we don't have to go find him from this point forward.
Okay, we
He's
can
going to
just be
come
like,
to us.
Yo, I need ammo.
I need ammo. I need an upgrade. What you got? I need the goods.
I just picture him with like 2 giant tactical supply bags.
Well, it's funny, and you'll see it shortly, but like when I do it, he's actually scared. He's just like, Jesus. Scared the shit out of me. Because apparently you just like summon him and he just goes, yeet.
Just from wherever he's at. Why does my mind always do gross things? I'm like taking a shit.
Yep, sitting on a toilet. Sitting on a toilet.
And then I'm just like,
Sitting on a toilet.
yuck. I shit somewhere on the in-between.
Chapter
Like-
36. Sewer.
See?
Weeks. Proper grim.
Alrighty.
Are we really going to go through here?
What? What's wrong with you guys?
I very much enjoy that the characters have to sideways scoot.
Tell me about
Oh, you like that? The little
Yeah.
sidle?
the ruin.
Sidle.
Yep. Sidle on along. Just shift along.
He's gonna like shimmy,
Yep. Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa bop.
shimmy, Cocoa Puffs.
Shimmy, shimmy, shout. By the way, my weapon is called the General Sword, and this is the weapon I'm going to try to use for the rest of this playthrough, because it is modeled after General Ashtar's weapon.
Ooh.
I find it very significant. Uh-oh, these sewers got crabs.
Come out to play.
Ew.
Excuse me, little guy?
That's a spider.
No, that's a crab.
That looks like a spider.
Spiders are different. That's a crab.
Spider crab. Spider crab.
So
But he's shooting webs.
its pincers are like just pointed down, and it like crawls like this.
Okay, then why is it shooting things out of its bum
I don't know.
like a spider?
I promise you, it's not a spider, it's a crab. Because spiders are completely different. We've seen spiders in this game. They're quick, and they climb up walls. This is a little slow guy. It's a crab. And he heals himself when he's in water, so we gotta draw him out to dry land. Come here, little crabby. Like, he moves like a spider, sure, but he is a crab.
It's mainly that
He's a spider crab.
he has like a web spinner on his butt
Yeah?
that crabs don't have, unless they're special crabs.
I'll take your word for it.
I mean, I can definitely see the crab.
Yeah.
For sure.
Come on,
Because even
buddy,
he has
get the
6
hell out of
legs.
the water. There we go. Well, there's a couple others. Let's keep a closer look on. Oh my! Here we go. And again, keep them on land, because they heal in water. No, don't flee to the water, you little prick. Oh, I see. Yeah, he shoots something out of his abdomen.
Yeah, like a spider web.
Yes. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Fado, what's the deal?
Is it a crab or is it a spider? Is it a spider crab or a crab spider?
You know this game more than me. What's the dealio
It
with
is
these spider
100%
crabs?
okay if you don't know. That
Yeah,
is fine. We just ask dumb questions sometimes.
Yeah, we did that with Jamonius. We'll do that with you.
Ask Jamonius.
Ask Jamonius.
Why are they fighting over chicken legs? That's a potion bottle. Whoops.
I wonder if Jamonius is looking forward to or dreading when we play Arcanian 2. Maybe a little bit of both. Cool exposure, but Jesus Christ, they're gonna ask
Be like,
some
listen,
stupid
these people are
questions.
dumb as shit.
We're adorable, we're lovable, but we're dumb. Can't forget that. All right, and we'll endure more of this stupidity in the next episode.
And toodles.